So in Charlottesville, there was a lot of people recording things, and among them was documentary filmmaker C.J. Hunt, and he caught a really interesting moment. Now, this is a guy, I don't know his name, I don't want to know his name. He had that same outfit that all the white nationalists had, which is the khaki pants or shorts and a white polo shirt. I guess they're doing that in reverence to their dear leader, Donald Trump. That's the outfit he wears while golfing. So this guy appears in the beginning here to be chased by counter-protesters, and he panics. Later, he's emboldened, but first, let's show you the panic, and then we'll also show you at the end of this video, once he's past that, how he goes back to being a tough guy.
What's up? I'm not really white power, man. I just came here for the fun. Fuck.
Nah.
I'm sorry.
You can't just take your costume off.
What the fuck is that?
Don't get yourselves in trouble over it. Don't do it. Please don't.
You need to move back. You need to move back now. This event has been declared an unlawful assembly.
Don't
you will leave the area now or be arrested.
What happened?
A bunch of guys scared the shit out of me.
You must leave the area now or you will be arrested.
So you just came here for the fun?
For the fun.
Yeah. So you're not a real white supremacist.
Barely.
Leave the area now.
It's kind of a fun idea.
Which part?
Just being able to say like, hey man, white power, you know?
Yeah. Where's the fun part come?
This event has been declared an unlawful assembly.
I mean, I was in jail.
For what?
Streets, the park, and the sidewalks. You're to leave the immediate area.
You're a white supremacist until people start chasing you, and then you took the uniform off. So are you gonna put it back on, or put it?
Quite honest.
Yeah.
I love to be offensive. It's fun.
So it's like cosplay.
I don't want to talk.
So, but are you gonna put your white supremacist uniform back on?
I mean, that right there, I feel like is a microcosm of the whole movement. Super tough guys when they're in a crowd and when they're chanting Nazi chants. All of a sudden, if they don't have their white nationalist friends around them, that scared the shit out of me, man. Oh, I'm taking my shirt off, I'm stripping down, I'm so scared. We had the crying Nazi yesterday, we have the naked Nazi today. I don't know that he's technically a Nazi, but obviously you saw there, he said he's into white power. I think that's clear enough. I love the distinction between the white power guys and the Nazi guys. Oftentimes there isn't one, but sometimes the white power guys are like, no. We hate the blacks, the Muslims, the Latinos, women, but we don't necessarily hate the Jews. Wow, are you not merciful? I didn't know there was such an important distinction. Okay, my bad. Anyway, so he's a white power guy, but the minute that he doesn't have his pack around him, doesn't seem very powerful. Then he seems kind of scared. And then when they leave, he's back to, oh yeah, white power, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Are you gonna put the shirt back on? Not yet though. And why does he do it? That's fun to intimidate people and harass people and to say white power. Ooh, that makes me feel good. All right, at least you own it. You know why you're doing it. So yeah, it is sometimes because they get off on trolling. That doesn't make it any better. That means you're so sad that you have to try to hurt other people to try to feel better about yourself. Look, if that's what you get off on, that's what you get off on. But I would hope that you'd find something that's a little bit more productive and that could actually make you happier. You know, it reminds me of Martin Luther King when he said, we didn't go to the South just to liberate African Americans. We went to liberate white people, not all of them, of course, but the racists in the South, he said, from the hatred in their heart. Because that hatred in their heart doesn't help them either. You think that guy's happy overall? No, that's the worst kind of bitter happiness you'll ever see. Oh, I caused pain in someone else. Why don't you cause joy in your own life? Anyway, yes.
We confuse badassness with violent people. You know, he's like, I'm not violent. The guy yesterday, I'm not a violent person. Find me some film of me being violent, which is everywhere. But they're afraid of everything. They're afraid of their own shadows, and they're definitely afraid of other people that they never took the time to even talk to. So once they're afraid of someone, then that's when they start pulling out their violence. So then if they have his pack, feel like, oh, I have my gun, which is their safety mechanism, to anything that approaches them. Oh, let me start shooting because I'm afraid. So that's why they think there's this badass nature I have to being a murderer and a violent person, but really you're just scared. That's where all this comes from. You wouldn't be killing people if you weren't afraid of everyone.
No, you're 100% right. They're number one driving emotion, and they love to say, oh, liberals are emotional. No. You guys you've based your entire ideology around one emotion, fear. The Muslims are going to institute Sharia law, the Muslims are coming. Oh my God, the Mexicans, they're crossing the border, the Mexicans are coming. Oh my God, the gays, oh, what if it's a choice and I have to have sex with them? Oh my God, I'm so scared of myself, I'm so scared of everyone. I'll take my shirt off. The guy crying like you know what he was crying like yesterday. And then, let's look at the deep breathing of this guy for a second.
What's up? I'm not really white power, man. I just came here for the fun. Fuck.
No.
I'm sorry.
You can't just take your costume off.
What the fuck is that?
Don't get yourselves in trouble over it. Don't do it. Please don't.
You need to move back. You need to move back now.
Fear, man, they're driven by fear. I'm gonna end on a fun little thing here. White nationalist Matt Parrott, also part of these protests, got himself all worked up, and then this happened.
And you lost! You staged a bomb fight and lost!
Every right to be here. The police department did absolutely nothing to enforce a legal permit.
Just when you thought a white supremacist couldn't be fun, one more.
And
lost!
did absolutely.
That's the movement right there. Bunch of clowns. Help us build independent media together. TYTnetwork.com/join.